Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal. You already know what it is. We're here at the Drunken Chicken Diaries with my boy Bobby Tesla. I'm about to jump in. Should be a good time. Hopefully I don't get too drunk. Hopefully I do.
What's up, everybody? So here we are with Drunken Chicken Diaries, the first episode. I'm here with my man Pascal.
What up, though?
And we're gonna get into some things. We're gonna drink some stuff. We're gonna catch up because I made a point to not talk to you before we started rolling, so we can catch up on some things because there's a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So let me just start, dude. Drunken Chicken Diaries is something that a year ago I was thinking man, I wanna start a video podcast and just get drunk and talk to my friends.
Right.
And then that concept, I hit up one of my graphics guys. I'm like, yo, make this logo for me. And I want a drunk chicken and just put Drunken Chicken Diaries. And I want to talk about I just want to have drunken conversations. Now, as my thoughts evolved, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't get too drunk.
Right.
And because I might start saying some things that I shouldn't say. But in all fairness, and this is raw, dude. I'm minimal edits. Maybe if I cough or sneeze or something happens or a fly, lands on my head, I might edit that out. But I want to get raw, dude. I don't want to censor my language and all that stuff because in my everyday life, yeah, I don't get to do that. So, and I wanted you, dude, because I'm really honored to have you here.
Me too, man.
You're like a staple in St. Louis media. Because it's crazy, man. You are, dude. And
wow.
See, sometimes other people have to toot your horn for you, because when I see friends, their news feeds on social media, next thing I know, they're being interviewed by you, and then somebody else is being interviewed by you, and then I talk to somebody like, oh yeah, he emceed this for me, or so you're just all over the place. So. And
Not
it's really
easy.
no. And I threw you in the fire, man, on my first episode because I look up to you in the media sense, and you're a pretty stylish, good-looking dude, man. And so I wanted you on my show.
I appreciate it, man.
So let's talk, man. The first, you know what? Come on, you ready?
Yeah,
do a shot with me, man. Let's do it.
Fuck it.
So
Let's do it. I'm down for
you
it.
want a Jack? I got you, Jack. We'll do half shots.
Please.
All right, because I
still got to live.
Yeah, and
I still got a show tomorrow morning.
Do you?
Oh, hell yeah.
What time?
9 a.m.
And you're going live?
Live as hell.
Shit. All right.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Your bottle is the only bottle that I bought today. I robbed my liquor cabinet at home, and I drink this like water.
I appreciate that, man.
So, the first time I met you, dude, I bet you don't remember this. Can you remember?
Was it at was that the Wing Ding?
Nope.
Damn.
I don't even know if
What was it?
I don't even know if we actually I think we did. Okay, so you were down at this joint in Maplewood doing shows.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Bushwick Bill. Even though that was the coolest shit ever, dude.
That was the craziest story.
Bro, I have Bushwick Bill, we're filming selfie videos together.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking starstruck. But we'll get into that in a
Yeah,
second.
we'll talk about
so
that.
you were interviewing my boys, Basement Beats.
Yeah.
Jay, Wally, and Coco. And
Because I did it as STL
Yeah.
night. So Tef Poe was there, Basement Beats was there. Yeah.
And so, shout out to Coco from Basement Beats. He's actually one of the contributors to the podcast. He's given me all types of beats and music and stuff. So the intro was edited to Basement Beats music.
That's what's up.
And shout out to my producer, my film guy, Stu Films.
Who's that?
Big Stu Films.
I have no idea who Stu is.
Yeah, the guy that you introduced, and I introduced you to.
Right.
Yeah, he's the homie, and I'm probably gonna have some more contributors. This guy, Kyle Griffin, who owns Air Clothing, local dude.
Yeah.
Big supporter of mine.
I know Kyle.
So
where's my sweatshirt at though, man?
We gotta get him a sweatshirt. I'm trying.
Damn.
I'm trying to.
No, I've been asking for it, man.
Have you?
Damn. Holla at me, boy.
Hey.
Yeah, for the longest time.
Call him out then. That's what's up.
I'm calling him out right now.
Right
Where's
now.
my sweatshirt at, man?
I bet you.
It looks really good on him.
and it's nice.
But imagine
dude,
it on me, on my body.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
He's
Anyway.
way better looking than me.
No,
so.
I'm just kidding.
He's tall and
I'm just
he's
playing.
in shape. So
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So yeah, my contributors. Shout out to them. I'm gonna try to wear something different from every local designer that wants to throw me a shirt. I'll wear it.
Good idea.
Why not support the crib? You know what I mean?
Why not?
I got this awesome mural that was painted by my boy Brooklyn. He's a graffiti artist.
Word.
Shout out to the homie.
That is dope, man.
Yeah, dude.
That's dope.
I love it. We can talk about that for hours.
Word.
So I met you. You were interviewing Basement Beats
Yep.
at the place in Maplewood, and it was super cool, dude. Because I hadn't heard of you up until that point.
Yeah.
So I guess what I want to know is how did you get to that point? Because that's when I met
Oh
you.
my
It's
God.
give me the long story short. First of all, what's your real name? Is it Pascal?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. No.
That's dope.
Okay. So, how do I start? How do I start?
It's your turn to be interviewed.
Right. No. This is very relaxing to me.
Yeah.
Usually I'm the one who's the interviewer.
I know, dude. That's why
And
you're
you know what I
on
mean?
my show, because I've been on yours twice now. Now it's your turn. So spotlight's on you. Basically, what made you want to get into media and being in front of the camera?
You want to know the true story?
Yeah.
Or you want to know the truth? It starts by me being. The reason why I got in front of the camera is because I got really tired of getting fucked over.
Okay.
We can start.
That's
basically
a
the
great
start.
fucking reason, dude.
I was behind the camera a lot. I was shooting a lot of music videos.
That's how it starts, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of media people start off with the camera and then.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is the plan was to be in front of the camera.
Okay.
So before I go all the, it's hard. There's so much.
I know, dude. It's so complex,
It's such a story.
man.
It's such a story. But I'll try to give you the bullets as much as I can. So long story short, I graduated from NYU with a film degree and theater degree.
Are you from St. Louis?
I'm from St. Louis,
Dope.
but I went to. This is some funny shit.
Come on, man.
So, all right. So I got accepted into New England Conservatory Music in Boston
So fancy.
for voice.
Okay.
So I went up there to study for
That
to sing.
explains it, dude. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So I was a singer at first.
Can you still sing?
Yeah.
All right.
Me. There you go. But anyway, so yeah, and if you don't see any the parodies that I do, all the music
I have,
videos
but I thought
and
you were
stuff
just
that
a
I do.
talented comedian. Like Jack Black, you know?
Oh, well, thanks. I'll take that. I'll take that.
He's a funny dude that can
He's
sing.
a funny ass dude
Yeah.
that can sing.
Okay, so you went to...
So anyway, New England Conservatory Music, I was there. I had a vocal coach there, and he died after my first year. So I kind of took that as a sign, and I fucking hated the school. I hated it.
Really?
It was not. It was.
Was it stiff?
Yeah, and it was just like.
A bunch of talentless little fuckers that thought they were somebody? No? Okay, I'm just thinking here.
Well, no. It was just more. It was just really stuffy.
Okay.
It was just really stuffy, and I wanted to be around people that were, I wanted to be around all walks of life. And I'm in the room, and I'm sitting down at lunch, let's just say, in the cafeteria, and people are having a debate on who is a better composer, Bach or Beethoven, and I'm like, is there anybody else talking about life right now other than just this? Really talented place.
But if
really
they were talking about
amazing
Wu-Tang Clan, it'd be
institution.
different.
No, they wouldn't know.
Okay.
That's the thing. I found those kids that were all about hip hop, all about
culture.
R&B, about that culture.
I don't want to cut you off. So
ahead.
I am like an advocate for the subcultures
Yeah.
of misfits. So when it comes to skateboarding, stunt riding, adult entertainment, tattoo artists, barbers, chefs, anybody that just fell into our media people, rappers, singers, people that are just not classically trained, not stuffy corporate, just the misfits that turn their passions into something dope. And I'm all about promoting that type of shit.
Right.
So you went to study something like that, and I think a lot of raw talent comes from everything outside of
There's that.
school.
And I feel like I was always that person that was always always going against the beat. You know what I'm saying? Even high school, grade school.
That's why
whatever.
I like you, I think.
And I had a lot of issues in college or in that particular school, because there wasn't enough people that thought the same way I thought, or wanted to just expand their minds and see other things and just be a part of life. I wasn't seeing that there. So I transferred to NYU, and that's when I changed my majors. But let me just skip all the way. So
right.
I came back home after graduating. I was living in New York. I was auditioning for commercials and bartending. I mean, I was like a professional bartender, auditioning for commercials and stuff like that.
Okay.
And came back home I wanted to take some time off, so I came home for an open-ended time.
Okay.
And my dad had a seizure in his car.
Rest in peace to the homie.
Yeah. So
Sorry about that, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So long story short, I was getting milk for some cinnamon toast crunch.
You remember the milk? All right.
Yeah. No, because this is the reason. Because
Okay.
so I came into the kitchen to get this this gallon of milk. There wasn't any milk. We always have a second refrigerator with, leftover stuff,
All right.
like milk, extra milk, that kind of thing.
Because
So I go into
everybody
that-
has that.
Right. So I go into the garage where the refrigerator is for the milk, and I look over, and my dad is having a seizure in his car.
Oh man.
Yeah. The garage is open. I just want to make that abundantly clear.
Okay.
Because it's not like he was trying to do anything bad.
Oh yeah.
And so I ran over, pulled him out of the car, was screaming for my sister to call 911, and he was completely out of it. Ambulance came, paramedics, basically revived him, and they said that if I didn't find him, he would have been dead.
It's crazy, man.
So I go to the emergency room, and he's on the bed. He grabs me by the arm, and he's like, just come home, stay home. You saved me. You were here for a reason, stay home. And I never left.
Say no more.
I was like, say less,
Yeah.
basically. And I never left. So because of that, I'm here. I had to figure out a lot of stuff.
Isn't that hard, dude? Trying to figure out what the hell you're gonna do in life.
It's really tough. I mean, at that time, I'm in my 20s. I had just graduated from college. I'm still bartending at this point, working in the Loop.
Okay.
Brant's.
Yeah.
I was working at Brant's.
Damn, dude. That shows our age, by the way.
Yeah, that shows our age big time. But and I'm seeing all these bands coming in, because I'm serving stemware, you know what I mean, to these bands, like Kim Massey's performing there and all that
that's dope,
stuff.
man.
Kim Massey was my girl.
Yeah, man.
May
shout
she
out to
rest
her.
in peace
She rest in
too.
peace. That was like recent.
Yeah, man, that was I was heartbroken when I heard about that.
Yeah.
But because that was family to me too. But she was one of the people that I actually turned to and was like, I really do enjoy music. I really do enjoy singing. That is something that is a talent that I have.
Right.
And I don't have to think about it. I sing it. I'm pretty good at
So you've seen the movie Superstar with Will Ferrell?
it. Yeah.
Was that you? Superstar.
Oh God, I
No?
wish the
Yeah.
whole thing. No,
Was that you? Was that you were destined to be a superstar? I gotta have
shoot,
this.
I'm still trying to be a superstar. So
you are,
not so much,
dude.
But it was one of those things where I was like, okay, I'm trying to find my way.
Yeah.
And every particular night, there was always a night that I would go to this karaoke bar and sing karaoke. Because for me, karaoke is like I don't understand why white people go play golf. They'll go get shit faced and then they play golf.
Did you say white people or wide people?
White people.
White people.
Yeah.
White.
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 White people. White
Okay,
people. Go play golf.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. But they go and get shit faced.
So you're not gonna play golf with me?
I mean, I play golf with you, but I
Alright.
ain't never played golf.
Well,
Like I've done putt-putt,
I'll get
but I
you-
ain't never
I'll get you-
played
I'll get
golf.
you out there, man.
Like four, like I've never
we'll
done that.
start at Top Golf.
Bet.
and then-
because I
yeah.
suck at it. I
right.
suck at it.
I believe
but
you.
at the same time, I don't understand that. But karaoke's my golf.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so that's like your stress relief, that's like your meditation, that's
Exactly.
like I could do this shit alone, I could express myself. I
Get
could
a cocktail.
all that stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because when you're doing golf, they
Doing
seem
golf.
like they have when you're
drink
playing
to
golf.
when you're
When
doing golf.
when you're playing golf, you're playing golf, and like you're drinking beers on the course.
Yeah.
At least from what my friends have showed me. You know what I mean? So you're getting drunk,
Dude,
blowing off steam.
Yeah.
Karaoke is my golf. So
Okay.
one day,
I like
a guy came up to
your
me.
analogy there.
Yeah. So one day, a guy came up to me after singing, and was like, "Yo, have you ever wanted to make money off of this?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." He said, "Well, I got a band. We should get together." So I went in there, and the band was actually pretty dope. So I went, and I was like, kind of like one of those weekend warriors. Like I was playing at Helen Fitzgerald's, like all the
Bouncing
big,
around.
all the big spots, all the big cover band spots.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did that for a good long time. But because of certain members of the band started dealing with drug abuse, the heroin.
Visions began to change and enthusiasm was lost.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. So I finally was like, all right, let me just take my degree in filmmaking and let me focus on this. So weird thing, but I went out to Miami because it was like my sanctuary. That was like the spot that I went to just turn my brain off,
I got a story about that.
get one with the world.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, get near water.
Remind me to talk about Miami because I had the same thing. But go ahead. So you went to
yeah.
Miami to get a peace of mind.
Peace of mind, and as I'm out there, I had a vision of cameras in my head.
Okay.
And I know that sounds really corny, but I felt like that was a sign to me of, hey, it's time to turn your filmmaking degree into an actual business.
Sure.
So I went back home. This was like around holiday time. Went back home, and 2 days after New Year's Eve, I get a phone call from Night Owl.
Yeah, really?
Night Owl goes, "Hey man, I really want to shoot a music video. Do you think you could direct it for me? Do you think you could shoot it for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt. $75." He's like, "Bet, I got you." So I ended up shooting his music video. With a guy. He actually helped me shoot it and everything.
Okay.
And then that's kind of what sprouted me getting behind the camera. I shot a whole bunch of music videos, man. A whole bunch.
So you name it,
everybody.
You rolled yourself into learn how to edit,
Yeah.
film, getting the right shot.
learned
I'm
it
sure
the
you had
hard
some
way.
terrible shit when
Oh,
you
yeah.
began and then progressed from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how
I learned it the hard way.
which makes you better at it.
Yeah.
I think it's better than going
absolutely.
to school and trying to learn editing software from a teacher.
I think
but
that-
I don't know. I guess
No, I think there's a
six of one,
in-between.
half dozen of the other is what my mom says.
Say that again?
6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's a white thing, dude. I
6
don't-
of one, half dozen.
6
the
of
other.
one, half dozen of the other. It's the same thing. Equal, dude, fuck it, never mind. So you can get equal training from school and then equal training from hands-on.
Just
Yeah.
the hard knocks of life.
So how did you get to where I met you? Down there, you
Yeah,
had
yeah,
this
yeah. I'm
idea
sorry.
for a show. No,
Okay,
don't be sorry, dude.
no. I was it was like this long ass story. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. I'm trying to abbreviate it as much. There's just so much. But long story short, after I was shooting all these music videos, I started shooting short films, doing all that kind of shit. I started getting phone calls from people to do work for them, to shoot stuff for them, and produce their work, like actual full-length movies and everything. Long story short, those were a nightmare to
Yeah.
make. I got screwed over countless times to the point where there are movies out here right now that are out there
That you made.
that I made that my name is not on them.
Oh yeah.
Real talk. So after being screwed over multiple times, a friend of mine was like, because I was doing skits and stuff like that just for fun,
Right.
hanging out, talking
Were you
with
funny
friends.
back then? Or is that something that you grew into?
Was I funny? She nods her head. But she's biased, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I was funny. Yeah, I was funny. Hell yeah. So
I'm not saying you're that funny now. I'm just saying,
you expecting me to crack jokes right now?
You better.
I'm
Do you
going
need
to.
another
I'm working on
shot? I mean, come
I'm
on.
working on it. No. I'm working on it.
What made you want to have a
But
talk show, dude?
I'm trying to tell you the story right now.
Shit.
So, long story short, a friend of mine was like, hey,
that's
you
fucking
got
awesome.
some really funny stuff.
Nobody does that.
You got some really good skits. Your interviews are really cool. Like, because I'm hanging out with some friends and interviewing them and just shooting the shit. They're like, hey, your stuff is really funny. Have you ever thought about putting this all together and turning this into an actual, like, talk show, like a variety late night talk show?
So all you need is a suit, a desk, and a couch.
Boom.
Boom.
So I turned to my girl and I was like, hey, I got this crazy fucking idea. Instead of me being behind the camera saying, fuck all that shit, I'm just gonna do this show.
Yeah.
What do you think? And she said, do it. I don't understand why you hadn't done it in the first place.
Right.
So I've been doing that for almost 6 years now.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's
so
really
sorry
dope.
for that long ass story.
No, I needed
But-
that. I needed to
Yeah.
know that because honestly, this podcast, this video cast, whatever the hell it's gonna be, it's if nothing else, if I get 30 views on this thing, that's cool. That's
Because
fine.
they're gonna be like, Pascal who?
No, or
Who?
Bobby who? But it's
playing.
like, dude, I have so much shit that I've gone through in my life, and I wanted to just document it and put it on a platform. See, every time you drink, I'm drinking. So
Okay.
I
Fair
just
enough.
wanted to put it on a platform and just have it, if nothing else, so my son can see how cool I was at one point in my life.
Word.
And me telling him stories, it's like it only holds so much weight. But if somebody else says it, then it's true.
Right.
So that's that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't if
Well,
I
man,
if,
respect
if,
for that,
if,
man.
if 35 people watch it, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Maybe 60, you know?
Hopefully at 60,000.
Let's do it, yeah.
Mm.
So, all right, you moved from spot to spot for honest to God, like all different reasons. This place shut down. This guy was full of shit. This guy or this place had this, and they had a spot. So you moved. You had like 3 different locations that I know of.
Man.
It was probably 6.
Oh my God! I think I've had well over 2 dozen.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's a
because
lot of-
it's
that's a lot of
it's been-
moving.
It's been 6 years of bullshit.
A lot
And
of
so
couch moving.
I had 1 full year. Yeah, it was 1 full year at the live juke joint,
Yeah.
which was, I love that spot.
That was cool, bro.
It was
They had
a dope
bar
spot. In the bar.
and food.
Man, I walked, want to know something fun? So I was doing a show in a spot kind of like this, you know what I mean? Just white walls, a couch, a desk. I had
Basically a rundown little shithole. Is that what you're saying? All right,
No,
cool.
no. But I had I had my band on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
But we were all just cramped up in this little spot, and we're just cranking it out. And I was like, I need something. This is too big for this space.
Okay.
So I went down. Literally, I just went down the street, and walked into the very first spot, and it was live juke joint.
Oh,
And I
yeah?
ran into the guy who ran it, and I was like, hey man, I got this show that's gonna be on TV. It's already on TV, I'm sorry, but I'm looking for a much bigger space. And he was like, holy shit, yes, come on over.
That's dope.
Let's get it. And then we were there for like a solid year. But what was jacked up about that situation was I had the second time having Ozzie Smith on the show. Second time.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating my birthday. Second time. The very next day I get a phone call. Yeah, we're closed. We've been closed.
I think you
Just
told
so
me a
you know.
story at one point. That's
Yeah.
crazy, man. That's crazy. So for whatever reason,
They were closed for 2 weeks. And they opened up just for us to do the show
okay,
illegally.
right.
And then they hit me up later going, oh, sorry, but we're closed now. So I had to take the show, a much condensed version of it, and just hop around from, bars, cafes, I mean, you name it, any place that would any corner of a place that they would let us do the show. I was doing that for like at least 2 years.
That's grind, bro. That's like
Yeah.
dedication.
I hated it, man.
And I'm sure you did, but like people watching you and paying attention, like we didn't see all that. All we saw was your grind, and you're like moving from here, moving to there, like trying to get
Yeah.
on, like. And I think, man, what you do is just really dope. Your personality is kick ass, like.
Well, thank you, man.
And like, when, like, I'm a big fan, dude. Like, I'm a fan. And when you had Bushwick Bill on there, it was like the coolest thing.
That's a
ever
crazy story
to me,
too.
dude. Like Bushwick Bill, like Ghetto Boys. When I was,
He was so drunk and he was so damn
hell
high.
yeah, I was drinking
Man,
with
he was
him.
so high.
He was so a lot of things, dude. But
He was so.
can I tell you how surreal that was for me?
Man, he was fucked up.
When I was like
Yeah.
12, 13, 14 years old, like Ghetto Boys was like, I grew up on that shit. And like I was watching Mine's Playing Tricks on Me.
Yeah.
And like Bushwick Bill getting beat up and going in an ambulance, and he actually did get his ass whooped in real life, and that's why they did that. And like Bushwick Bill just dope. So I'm just, and you know, I didn't think about it for a long time, and then somebody said that you were having him on your show, and I'm like, I gotta fucking go, dude. Like I have to go. Like who
Yeah.
do I know that's going on that night? And it turns out like all my boys were there.
Yeah.
Coco and Wally and J.E. and some of my other homies
Everybody
were there.
and their mama was there.
And we were just hanging
Yeah.
out with Bushwick. It was like freezing cold outside. It
Yeah.
was raining or snowing.
No, it was just freezing cold.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
There was some moisture outside, man. There was some precipitation. Anyway, I remember that it was fucking cold. Bushwick Bill was
cold as
bouncing
fuck.
around your stage, drinking, like having a blast, man. Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill,
Hey,
man.
rest in peace to that dude. Can I just say this though, really quick? That dude drank a bottle and a half of Glenlivet all by his
Yes.
damn self,
I remember that.
and then he was smoking blunts in his car on the way there. He was smoking blunts during the before he came on. So then when he came onto the show, he was blitzed out
was
of his mind.
lit.
He was gone.
It was lit.
So that and I'm sitting there in my suit. I'm trying to be hospitable, and he just starts talking, and I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let him talk.
he jumped on the couch
Yeah,
and
he was
like
gone.
had no idea what
was
the
the
fuck he
best
was
moment of my
talking
whole
about.
entire
Like,
life.
dude, I was fucking like
Yeah.
starstruck at that moment. It was so cool, man. See Bushwick Bill on the show, and I mean, like, yeah, that was. And the crazy thing about that is like after the interview, he was trying to keep hanging out. And we were all kind of tired. Everybody was like, nobody wanted to babysit Bushwick Bill. And he was like, yeah, let's go to the
Facts.
studio. And I'm like, Coco, he wants to go to the studio, bro. J.E. was like, nah, he ain't coming to my house.
Right.
And Coco was like, Bushwick Bill, but drunk ass, high ass Bushwick Bill, I don't know.
He wanted to go to the studio.
He wanted to hang.
He wanted to cut some records.
He wanted to
Like,
keep going.
He had, I don't know how that little body had that much
Energy,
energy and tolerance.
Yeah.
Because if that was me, I would have been
passed out in
down.
the corner somewhere crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So that's awesome, man. So fast forward, you had me on your show, and I'm a couple drinks in, so I'm trying to remember exactly the first show that I was on of yours. I had somebody did my makeup. Fuck me, dude. I've been on your show twice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we did the first one that was on film, and I'm about to get drunk. So I remember I had my makeup done by a really cool chick. She did my makeup. That was dope. That was the first time ever having my makeup done. And then I get on the show. I bring a skateboard with me for whatever reason, because I always have a skateboard wherever I go.
Right.
I'm limited to 2 tricks, but I love skateboarding. I
That's
love the
dope,
culture.
I saw you trying to do ollies.
I was doing an ollie in there.
Yeah.
So, and
The
that's
fact that I even know that is
And
amazing to me.
I probably
So,
shouldn't have done
pat on
that.
my back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. A
I don't
black
know that
man.
shit.
But dude, there's a whole culture of black guys
I
that
know.
skate, and it's so rad.
Lil Wayne tries.
He's still. I mean, he's badass for being
Is he
40
good?
years old. Yeah. For starting in his mid-30s,
Yeah.
most kids start when they're 10. He started as an adult and learned how to kick flip and do rails and ollie downstairs and like shit that, is pretty cool. So,
Word.
yeah, I came on your show, and honestly, I remember 2 things about that show. I remember you making me do a shot of hot sauce. And
I'm sorry, man.
dude,
sorry.
like you're good for blindsiding people, like you like the element of surprise.
A little bit.
I told you what was up, that we're gonna be drinking on the show, we're just gonna be talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I come on your show and it's like, well, I'm gonna throw a curveball, I'm gonna throw fucking a hot sauce in your
Hot
face,
sauce,
and you're
yeah.
gonna have to drink it, and you can't say no. So I drank a shot of hot sauce. That was my first time in life and my last time. So.
I figured because what you do.
Because of what I do, like, you think I'm back there drinking hot sauce?
No, I'm just saying you just have that thing. You're used to hot sauce.
It's not the heat.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
Like
it's
heat and
the
stuff.
vinegar and the bro.
No, I feel you.
that whole day was sucked for me.
It sucked for me too.
I was right there with you, bro. You weren't alone. You were not alone. Like, you weren't alone, baby.
Well, that's the first and last time
I was in pain.
I'm ever gonna drink hot sauce. Come on, man. Pour another shot.
Ah, damn it. All right.
And then,
All right, then.
I gotta ask you, dude.
Shoot.
I want to ask you, like, what your most starstruck moment is, like, and who it was, and because you met a lot of people. Let's go on a quick list. Tell me like the top 5 people that stand out. 6, 5. Come on, man. Gary V.
Gary V. Ooh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Gary V. Roy
Ozzie
Jones,
Smith.
Roy Jones, Ozzie Smith, but Ozzie Smith I grew up with.
So
Like, I've
you
known
didn't-
Ozzie Smith
You
since I
hung
was a
out with
kid.
them?
No, it's not like when I'm 12 or doing
I mean,
shots
he's a
at
Hall
the
of
bar.
Famer, Ozzie
But-
Smith.
But no, I used to
When
play
Ozzie
baseball.
Smith came in here, I told the dude that told me that he was here that he's like, I was like, dude, because he's always fucking with me. I was like, dude, if you're joking, because he'd be like, bro, somebody's out there, she's so hot, and it would be some like troll. No offense, but he would make me get out of my office chair and come up and see like somebody's grandma, and then he'd start laughing at me. So one day he comes in, the boy who cried wolf. He's like, dude, Ozzie Smith's out there in the dining room. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my office. He's like, no, I'm serious. Ozzie Smith is out
You
there
missed
right
out.
now.
Did you miss out or did you go outside?
I said, I
Did you go
swear
out?
to God, Dom, if Ozzie Smith is not out there, I'm firing you, or we're fighting, one of the two. I walk out there, sure enough, Ozzie Smith was
Smith is
standing out
chilling.
there. You don't get it, dude. That's like Michael Jackson. I grew up to seeing him backflip,
Let me say this. He is
the god of
one
shortstop.
of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
Like, he is so cool.
He
is
is.
so down to earth.
Such a
And
sweet guy, man.
And I know him because his sons, I used to play Little League with with Nico.
Yeah.
With Dustin. Like, I know his family very, very well.
Cheers to Ozzie, man.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Cheers to him.
Ozzie. All right, so give me 5 people that like rocked your world when you met them, that like made Pascal nervous.
Megan Good.
Dude, she's been on my list, bro. She's on my cheat list. You know what that is?
No, I understand.
She's-
It's your hall pass. I got it. I got you.
She's her and Winnie Harlow. Do you know who Winnie Harlow is? The model with the vitiligo. She's Carmel's dude.
Yeah, just look her
Winnie
up.
fucking Harlow, dude.
Let's
I mean,
pull up on the computer. You got that?
I do have a computer, but my
Come on
phone's
now.
quicker. My thumbs
All right.
move faster. Hold on, man, you're making me nervous. But Winnie Harlow, she's the model with
It sounds
vitiligo.
familiar, but I don't know why I don't see her face.
She's dating
right
a
now.
dude from the Lakers.
Of course she is. Oh, her! Yes, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
she's beautiful.
Winnie Harlow and Megan Good are my cheat passes.
Okay, so I've had a crush on
All right. Sorry.
Megan Good since
Eve's Bayou?
Yes.
Okay, me too. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
So,
All right.
but I was a kid when that movie came out.
So
and
was
I was
she.
like, holy shit, who is that?
Yeah.
So
we can do that 'cause
That
we're
being
the same
said,
age.
so Megan Good, Roy Jones Jr.,
For sure.
LeVar Ball, Joyce Hawkins, John Witherspoon,
I was gonna say Pops.
Pops all day.
Dude, one
got
of
a
the
funny-
funniest guys from Friday.
Yeah, I got
And Boomerang.
I got a funny story about John Witherspoon.
With the mushrooms in the
you know.
mushroom belt.
Bam! You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah. Coordinate.
Yeah, you ain't pussy whip. You gotta whip that pussy. Bang, bang, bang.
Whip that pussy. So
Rest
let
in
me,
peace again.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
damn, man.
Yeah, it sucks, man. Every
Shit.
single person I've interviewed, some
Let's
of the
not
biggest.
talk about Sean Connery or everybody's just dropping.
I
bro.
know, man. It pisses me off, but and I would have loved to have met Sean Connery.
Well, yes. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred. But I have here it is though. I have a very interesting story for every single person that I've ever met.
Okay.
And what's dope is that like I have that as a little bit of like a chapter in my life, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Roy Jones Jr. was the most recent interview I've done.
And the luckiest thing for you is it's on film. All of my highlights.
True, but
are,
you don't
there's
have.
No
but at the same
cameras.
time, there is a behind-the-scenes background story to that story that you
Of
see
course
on
there
camera.
is.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you see one thing on camera, and then behind that is like the story of trying to get that interview happening, which is
Right.
a whole other conversation. Like Megan Good's story was
I always
different.
wonder, like, how do you get interviews with these people? But I'm sure you have your ways, and you gotta like. There's maneuvers, and
I'm a strong believer in. I know this sounds really corny, but I'm a strong believer in hard work, and I'm a strong believer in putting in the right work too. So
Yeah.
if you're like, it really depends on like, I don't know. It's like,
I told my mom I'd go live on Facebook. So
hi Ma.
let's see if I can get you in there.
Oh, it's all good. Hi.
All right, so we'll,
Mom.
go ahead.
Okay,
so you
so-
have your ways.
No, I mean, but it's not magic. It's not magical. It's just you put in the hard work. Oh snap!
That's it's like live TV, dude.
Right there, it's live, baby.
I'm better when I'm live. When it comes to like taped segments, I suck. I got to do like 6 takes. But as soon as
feel
I
you.
go live,
It doesn't matter.
I'm
You're
like, I
it
don't-
doesn't matter.
I don't
Nobody's gonna listen.
stutter.
Or like, yeah, but at the same time, it's like whatever.
yeah, but
It's whatever.
I don't mess
but
up
when
my
you
words.
know that you're gonna like when you
When I know I
that you
can
have room
cut
to mess up, you're
and
gonna
do it
mess
over,
up.
I'm-
It's
and-
gonna happen. That's
Dude, when
exactly
I was
the same
shooting
way.
like the intro
I'm
for this,
exactly the same way.
I was
bro.
like, fuck, cut,
Yeah.
do it over. And like I kept having to do
it's
it
the
over.
pressure of being live that makes you be like,
Good.
Spot on.
When I first went to Channel 2, I went there with like a bunch of to-go boxes
yeah.
and a table, their table. And I was mortified. I was on TV with styrofoam boxes and me. And I was like, yes, I have chicken, hot sauce, and it was bad, dude. And then like, one of the things I want to talk to you about is like, when I see myself on camera,
Yeah.
I hate the way I look. I feel like I talk like this, and I hate looking at myself on. You're probably used to looking at yourself on camera by now, but like when I watch myself on TV, I hate it. I text my mom like, "Mom, did I do good?" She's like, "Of course, honey," because that's what moms are supposed to
Right.
say. And yeah.
Oh wow, your moms don't do that. My mom.
My
would be
mom
like,
told me I did
no,
good.
that was bad. You could
She
do
was like,
better.
well, she didn't let you talk very much. She
Yeah.
she kept cutting you off, and like, sorry, Kim Hudson, if you're watching this, yeah, but no, or April Simpson, they would cut me off. It's another story.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
I mean, we can
But-
do. Honestly, that's what we're here for, to talk about anything. And I have some shit for your ass.
I know you do. So real quick, when I interviewed all these different, like when it comes to the trick, what's the trick? All right, here's the trick. Put in good work. Put in quality work. Put in the 10,000 hours. I know that sounds really cheesy, but that is the actual truth. Put in the work, put in the hours, start putting in quality stuff. There's going to be that one person that's going to give you, that's going to be your tipping point. That one person that's going to allow you that's going to allow you to open up to other people that are going to take you seriously as a podcaster or an interviewer, that kind of thing. And
You gotta
then
have
just
something
ride
solid to
just ride the shit out of that fucking thing, man. That's it.
But you gotta find their mans in them. You can't go directly to Roy Jones Jr. Be like, bro,
No.
you don't have his number. You got to find his mans in
No.
him, his homeboys,
Like I
or
said,
his
that was-
manager's friend.
And that's another conversation in itself.
Of course, but there's
Even
always.
so, when you think that it's that easy, it's really not.
No, it's not.
It's
But I mean,
a
there's
lot of
ways.
work.
There's ways to get your foot in the door, some way, somehow. There is. There's got to be a way. Got to be a fucking way.
I
Tiana
truly,
Taylor.
I truly believe. Hold on.
Yeah.
I truly believe. No, you good. Let me just say this. I truly believe in being a good human being.
Oh, of
You
course.
cannot be that person. You can't be some fuckboy going around hooking somebody up with something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You have to be somebody who has something, like a good person who is not there to be some sycophantic, blood-sucking piece of trash.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out there in the world that come off like that. They automatically think, oh, if I give them a little bit of this, or if I hook them up with that, or if I just kiss their ass, and I completely forget about who I am as a human being, that's going to get me through the door. No, it is not. In this game, as much as they say nice guys finish last, it is not true at all.
Yeah.
If you're somebody who is really good at what you do, and you wholeheartedly want good things out of people, they will come. But if you're somebody who's too busy trying to look good on Instagram and you know, be around multiple women and all that kind of stuff with nothing to back it, you ain't got shit.
Yeah.
Go home.
Because there's a lot of celebrities.
There's plenty of opportunities to be a bartender. There's plenty of places to go. Like,
yeah.
World needs more bartenders.
But you know, there's a lot
Go
of
do your
celebrities. I mean, a lot of people that will like get around celebrities and be that guy that's like, hey, take a picture with me. Hey, take a picture with me. And they're just chilling. They're just trying to chill, have a good time.
Right.
And I've been around like
thing. Dave Chappelle.
Dude.
That just happened to Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's like, leave
I saw
me
the
alone.
interview. Like,
You
dude,
know what I'm saying?
And then Kanye was like, if you see me at church or some shit with Kanye, that's another thing. But
Yeah.
when you're that guy in the room with these celebrities that just are
Yeah.
trying to get selfies with them and pictures, they're trying to kick you out. So it is about being a good dude, because that's probably why you're here, because I'm kick ass. And you
are kick-ass.
You like me.
I mean, you know.
Why do you
you're a
like
good
me
dude.
though? Like, tell me. Like, what is it
It's a
about
vibe.
me? Okay. I
It's
want
a
to know,
vibe.
because like I always want to know sometimes. Like, I want to know, like, why do you not like me, and then why do you like me? What makes me interesting to you? Come
Okay,
on.
so let me keep it real.
Besides my good looks and my skateboard.
No, yeah, fuck the skateboard, because wow, you need to stop that right now.
Never, dude.
That's
I'm
the
always gonna
worst.
skate.
You're the worst skater I've ever seen.
I don't give a shit. I got
I'm just playing.
my,
Look at him.
my DCs.
Yeah.
I
Come
rock
on now.
this shit. Me and Justin Bieber.
There's nothing
we're
wrong with
holding
it.
on.
All day.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, so yeah, what makes
But
me
here it
cool
is.
to you?
Well,
Or if I'm cool.
no, you keep it real.
All right.
You're genuine. You're real. You know what I'm saying? And there's not many people out here that are genuine and real. You know what I'm saying? It's rare to be a person that actually feels and
Yeah.
is actually like real about what they're feeling. Everybody's manufactured. Everybody thinks before they act, kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that too. But I'm just
Right.
saying, like, a lot of times you just get fake stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that's why I rock with you, because you're real. But there's not a lot of, like I said, there's just not a lot of real people around here, man. There just really isn't.
So with that
They're
being
too busy
said,
trying to look good or trying to.
everybody, it's,
You know
but
what I'm
it's
saying?
it's the
all the time.
culture.
It's the culture
that
all
we've
day
been
long,
that we've
but
been given.
I get
that
tired
we,
of
that
it.
we didn't have before. We didn't have this culture back 10, 15 years ago. There was no Facebook. There was
Oh
no.
well, but we always had the people that were trying to
Oh,
look
well,
cool.
yeah,
and
we've
all
always
this stuff.
had social pressure,
There's always people who
but
try
it
to fake the
hasn't been
funk all the
fucking
time.
magnified into where you can be in China and see what you're wearing today.
Word.
Now, like, I mean, girls are like banking off the fucking Instagram to make them famous. Dude, that's a whole nother show. If we want to get into that, like, you fucking
It
Instagram model
frustrates-
wannabes, like,
it frustrates the hell out
I
of me.
mean, like, get it. You know what I'm saying? Get
Love
it.
my fit tee.
Yeah.
They're doing the whole
Right.
look, and you're like, just shut up.
Yeah,
just
like
stop.
I like
Stop.
this is my
You drive me
favorite
nuts.
brand of olives. Like, oh, and like,
Yeah.
and you have on a bikini. Nobody's looking
Yeah.
at your olives.
No one's looking at the olives,
But
man.
hey, man, if that's paying their bills.
Yeah.
But you know what the problem is? The gap between the regular schmegular girl who's pretty, and then the million follower girl who's pretty.
Fake ass, fake titties.
Yeah, and you get
Yeah.
there's like a space from where you went from 3,000 followers
Yeah.
to 200,000. Like,
Yeah.
what happens? And well, that's like some psychology that we can get into, but I don't know, bro. Like that annoys me. That really annoys me, because I want to tell those girls, like, yeah, we want to look at you, but we don't want to take you to mom. We don't want to walk through Walmart with you with
Yeah.
your fake ass and your. All right, let me shut the
No,
fuck
no,
up.
no, 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 no. You're
But-
good. You're saying you're speaking. You're basically echoing what I feel. Like
I know.
it really is frustrating.
I will offend people though if I'd say it too loud, but I honestly don't give a shit, dude.
Then there's a lot of like young girls out there that think that this is how the
This is
world
how you get
really
on.
works, and it's like it's not. But at the same time, it's like it is what it is. It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. That's a whole nother topic, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you another question.
Go
I
ahead.
had this because when
Come on, interview.
I'm going to
What
interview.
the hell, man?
Yeah. So
Steer this damn ship,
I'm
man.
Damn. I'm sharing.
You're
I'm
sharing
going to
it.
share the shit.
R.I.P. Sean Connery.
Yeah.
I'm steering it, man.
No, that's the Tito's talking.
steering it. Go
So, I don't know a whole lot about you personally. I just know I know your personality from media and the conversations we've had.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask you some questions and kind of dig a little bit and try, because you're pretty like cautious about what you say on your stuff. You don't like say the F word, and you don't say pussy, but we can say pussy here. You're kind of, censored, if you will. Yeah. And I'm not trying to get you in trouble or talk about any ratchet things, but I do want to know, like,
you can talk about ratchet things. It's okay. This is your show.
It is my show.
Yeah.
But I want to know, like, there's like things like, there's a lot of things I want to know, like who's your biggest supporter, where you grew up, what high school did you go to, but like that's whatever. I want to know like what drugs you've done. I want to know what drugs you wish you would have done.
Oh my God.
Before you like hit 30.
Bruh.
Because I have a story and I'll tell you about that, but it's not, I tried Molly from Pretty Tony.
Okay.
You know Pretty Tony?
Yeah.
Well, we were in the studio.
Why?
Because it was Pretty Tony. It was Pretty Tony. And he's like the god of like Molly music.
Why?
And I'm like, cuz man, I just wanted to.
You're like, okay, I'm cool.
If there's anybody
Molly.
to get Molly from, it would be him, right? And you would
Facts.
think, he does it all the time. So, bro, I had the worst fucking experience. I went to the ER. Long story short, I came home from J.E.'s house.
Hold up. Stop. Right. Rewind.
Yeah.
So he came up to you.
We were in the studio at J.E.'s house in Basement Beats. And I like leading up to that, I'm like, yo, Tony, I want you to meet my boy Jay, and I want y'all to work some shit together. So he came out to the studio, and while we were in the studio, he pulls out a baggie. He's like, you guys mind? He's like, I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, this is the Somali. I'm like, he's like, you want some? So I'm thinking like, well, I've done ecstasy before.
That's insane, man.
I'm like thinking like if there's anybody to try Molly from, it would be him.
Wow.
So I tried it, and my anxiety kicked in majorly. J.E. was like, his eyes were wide open. He was like, dude, I'm tripping balls. Because that's the friendship we had. He looked at me, he was like, I'm fucking wasted. And like Tony just rambling, and I'm like, dude, I gotta go. I need some water. Yeah. I called my girl, I'm like, hey, I'm fucked up. I did Molly. She was going off on me. I'm like, of
course.
Now is not the time.
Yeah.
I'm freaking out. I'm having a panic attack.
It's like, baby, chill.
Right, like
chill, baby,
yell at me
chill.
tomorrow, but now I need you to take care of me. So
right.
Long story short, I went to the ER. They gave me some Valium and said, you're having a panic attack. And why are you 34 years old trying Molly?
You old ass man.
And I said to the nurse, I was like,
That's
I was
hilarious.
like, is there an appropriate age to try Molly?
No shit.
Like, yeah, I'm like, that's what I said to her. I was like, what age is
there an appropriate age?
What age should I try Molly
I'm
at?
sorry.
Ma'am?
Thank you.
With your judgmental ass? Why you're being...
How old was he? How old was I forgot.
Tony?
Tony, yeah.
Probably around my age. I was 34 at the time.
At that time,
he was around my age. But yeah,
I'm
dude,
sorry. That's bad.
That's my Molly story. She was like, don't you think you're a little old?
I ain't never done Molly in my life, nor will I ever do Molly.
I won't
nor do
either.
I have an interest in doing Molly.
I really didn't until I was in the
man.
studio. The vibe was going like, oh, Molly, ooh, Molly. So, yeah.
No, okay.
But the funniest part about that was the nurse telling me, don't you think you're a little old to be experimenting with Molly?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, should I be 18? Is that cool? Should I tell my son it's okay for you to try Molly because you're young?
You're at the right age.
Yeah, the fuck.
So bounce right off you.
What drugs
like
have
a bullet
you done?
on the chest, like Superman up in this bitch.
And what drugs would you wish you had tried?
Okay, so I've only done things that have grown out of the ground. Real talk. So. Oh, you're gonna let everybody know.
We're on Facebook Live. They want to know about your drug use.
No, just weed.
Okay, just weed?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, well, shit, that was interesting.
Done.
Thanks for
You're
that.
welcome.
Okay, so if you had a drug that you could try, or that your 10 years ago self would have tried and you knew that you wouldn't have an anxiety attack, what drug do you think that would have been? Let's talk shrooms, coke.
No, I've done shrooms.
Dude,
I've done
I
shrooms.
want to do shrooms at 31.
That's a lie.
But-
Anyway.
I do want to try shrooms. I have a good source too. Was it cool?
I've done shrooms twice.
All right. Would you recommend it?
I did it when I was much younger.
Okay.
You have to be in the right.
That's what I've heard.
But both times it was fun.
All right.
It was
so
really
it wasn't
fun.
a bad trip.
It was no, it was not.
All right.
But I've heard stories about bad
And see,
trips,
that's
and
why
I get
I'm
scared
afraid.
about it.
That's why I'm afraid to
I've
do
done
it.
it twice, but it was eons ago, and
I
real talk, like it was a great time. I was around a lot of people who love me, and I love them, and it was just a really good time.
So you better be in a good headspace when you're
Bang.
trying. So I want
But
to
I'm
try.
always in a good headspace
You
whenever
are,
I
dude.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying?
do you ever get depressed? Come on, man.
Well,
be
fuck
honest.
yeah, of course.
Like, do you ever get like, man, fuck everything and like fuck media? Like, I'm gonna go get a job and put a suit on.
See, that's another conversation in this conversation. Like, there's a whole other conversation.
Dude, I had a feeling.
Let me. Okay, we're going there. Are we going to go there? Or are we
No,
talking
no.
About,
You
are
know
we
what?
talking about drug use?
We're gonna talk about drug use. Just tell me the drug that you wish you would have tried. Not saying you're going to. Come on, crack.
Hell no.
Oh,
Hell
fuck
to
me.
the no. Hell no.
What
Hell no.
Look, no, the thing is, like, what person,
Oh my God.
what person, like, says, you know what, I'm gonna try crack. Like, we grew up with crackheads, like, washing our cars
Yeah,
and
of course.
all that
yeah.
shit. And
See
like,
that shit all day long.
so where do the people say, like, you know what, I'd like to try crack?
You know, that's a good question.
Like, who,
'Cause I
who
wonder-
grows up seeing
No,
that
it's-
shit
but
and
it's
then
like-
becomes
But then it's
a
also
crackhead?
the people who sit there and go, you know what? I don't mind doing some heroin. Let me just shoot something up my arm that I
Right,
know
don't
for a
you have
fact
to
that I'm
graduate?
going to be addicted to. No problem.
But
Let me just
crack,
do this.
okay.
Put it in my arm. Still, to me, I don't know how people
Opiates,
process that.
you
Seriously.
take opiates for an ankle injury.
Yeah.
You take
Which
Vicodin.
is really fucked
and
up
then
because
it
I just did a
progresses,
study on my show where we talked about Oxycontin.
And it progresses into.
No, but they admitted that they have been hiding how addictive it is.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah,
They've been
dude.
trying to.
I mean,
seriously,
they're-
no. They literally paid people off to hide this thing.
I bet.
This is real talk. That Oxycontin is a real highly addictive drug,
Narcotic.
and they knew that it was even before they administered
Dude,
it out to like the
they
rest
know
of the
this is,
population.
too.
True,
Well,
but at the
with-
same
that's-
time, though, this is
A fucking-
this. Oxycontin is another thing that's
it's a-
destroying
Yeah,
millions of people's lives.
it is. It is.
Millions.
And it's fucked up, man.
And there's people out there that are like, oh, you got a broken arm, or oh, you just got some major surgery done. Here's some Oxycontin.
Here's some
get addicted
Oxycontin.
to
Get
this
it-
shit.
Well, people
And
are
then
getting rich
all of a
off
sudden-
that shit.
All of a sudden, they become
Crackheads
yeah.
are fucking. They're shooting up.
They
But
become
my
very,
thing is like,
dependent on that drug, and it's sad.
why? It is, but I want to know why people just decide one day to smoke crack. Like, who just says
You
like,
wanna know-
I'd
you
like to
wanna know
try
something?
crack?
You know what? Like I personally think that it's a certain level of chasing that dragon. Like there's that.
But you
that
see,
phrase.
you saw Pookie from New Jack City. You saw the crackheads
Word.
in the neighborhood. Like, why would you want to even try some shit like that? Like, that's my thing, dude. Who says, like, you know what? I'd like to fucking try some crack today.
You know.
That's my thing. We can talk about the demons that got them there, but here's crack and here's you. What makes that okay? What makes you be like, you know what? I want to fucking try
I'm
this
literally
shit.
thinking about it. Like literally, I'm thinking
I
about
want
it.
to lose 100
Here it
pounds
is.
and start washing cars
No shit.
and live on the streets and smoke
Using
crack.
my spit as Windex.
Yeah.
Like
And
it'd be
make-
fine. You know what I mean?
Yes.
$5 though.
You still never said which drug you
I got
want-
these
you would
cheeseburgers.
try.
So, what drug I'd be willing to try, or what I want to try? No, nothing.
Nothing?
No, I know I might sound really, really boring, but none, because I already see the aftermath of all the bullshit. I'm being
right.
real. No, seriously.
I do.
Never would I ever be interested in doing cocaine. That shit is scary. I've
Let's-
seen, bruh, do I have a story for you? But I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm not going to tell you the story.
And if it was a
But it
personal
scared the
story,
shit out
I'm
of
here
me.
for it.
It's a personal story, and it has to do with somebody who's a very well-known name. So I'm not going to say that. But anyway.
Not on camera, though. Dude, one
So-
of my questions here was celebrity crush that you'd cheat with. That was one of my questions, and we just talked about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She already knows.
Look, if I date a girl, I'll tell her, like, that's my cheat.
But it would never happen. So
No,
like,
that's
I
what I'm
ain't
saying. Like, as a
like
girl,
there's no cheating.
if the girl
Because I
has-
would turn to her and go, hey,
but think about it. Who has a better chance of meeting?
This is what happened.
Who has a better chance of meeting their cheat person? The girl. It's much harder for a
Facts.
dude to like get to bag Megan Good, but if your girl's dream was to like bag like, you know, just LeBron James, and she was at a club one night and boom, like she could make it happen quicker than you and I could bang Megan Good.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I really don't want to put that
Isn't
into
that
the
fucked up,
atmosphere.
though? Think about it.
It is,
no,
dude.
Isn't that fucked up? No,
It
no,
is.
because here it is, though. Because, like, the opportunities for men, right, for like a male celebrity, very often, and they could go and smash all day long. But if it's a female celebrity,
she's got to be very careful.
That or a dirty, dirty person.
Which I know some dirty people.
I know some dirty people too, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's easier for a chick to bang a celebrity than it is for a dude to bang a celebrity.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying?
A celebrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But you know, that's a fantasy world that we're not in right now, so we're not going to talk about that. So I wanted to know.
Direct this conversation.
Right. I want to know, and I don't want to ask what political views you have because we're not going to talk about politics because fuck politics right now. Everything's fucked up.
Thank God, because that's all I talk about on my show lately. So yes.
So, and we're only going to get into this very quickly. If you had the opportunity to interview Donald Trump, what would you ask him?
The fuck you doing coming off like a racist piece of shit? That's what I would say. None of those words exactly, but I would say.
If you could say whatever you wanted to the guy with strategy and the way that you finesse conversations, like what would you want to know from Donald Trump? How would you interview him? Like what would you say? What's the biggest thing you would want to know? Because he claims he gave so much money to, and we're really not going to get into it. He gave all this money to black colleges and all this shit. He's not racist. He loves black people.
And I'm not sitting here saying like forget all that because that's a really great thing.
He's a fucking pig.
No, it's really great.
It's a great thing, but he did it for political reasons.
No, of course he did.
He's a pig. What do you want to know about Donald Trump?
Because he wants to. Because he's always about his numbers. He doesn't give a damn about anything else except his numbers.
Clearly.
So to be really honest, I mean, let's be real. I know how I feel about Donald Trump, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same way I feel about Donald Trump. That's why he got voted out. So, regardless, if he finds some fucking crack in this wall that he's trying to penetrate to go, hey, there's voter fraud and all that stuff, for me, I'd want to know a lot about the white supremacy that he is allegedly involved with. I'd want to know why he wouldn't just step down and accept the loss.
You got to think about who he is, bro.
Period. Oh no, I know that. I know that. I'm answering your question.
Yeah, these are the things you'd want to know.
And these are the questions that I would want to know.
Put him on the spot and make him fucking answer.
The fact that this virus is going through and destroying businesses, families,
dude.
Period.
Yeah.
Why weren't you doing whatever you could to stop this virus from spreading? You knew that this shit was going on, and he turned this and he tried to politicize it and turn it into a polarizing concept.
It was on
instead of it being
about
we need to find a way
country.
We need to find a way to get a cure, and also we need to find a way to keep ourselves safe. But he turned it into a political vehicle, which is tragic. Which is why we're in the situation that we're in right now.
Yeah, we're so fucked up,
and it's so frustrating.
We're so fucked up. We're just like, this country is so. If a year ago, if I would have called you up, be like, hey, Pascal, bro, next year at this time, everybody's gonna be wearing masks. You'd be like, what did you smoke before you called me?
I would think that too.
Because you're not in America, not in our country, that's not going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we are. If you see somebody without a mask, you're like, what the fuck? Like, now you're tripping. But you know what? Honestly, in all fairness, like both sides turned it and politicized it with their agendas. I'm not a Trump supporter, for the record.
Neither am I.
At all. I don't know what Kanye is tripping off of. But, I mean, there's so much that you can dig into in policies and economics and all that bullshit. But Donald Trump is a pig, and Joe Biden's an old bastard, and Fire Marshal Bill.
He's not great either.
Yeah.
He's not great either.
But we went the one of the lesser evil.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
Honestly,
the words that came out of my mouth.
I would have voted for Dave Chappelle if he would have been running against Donald Trump. Anybody but Trump. Like, get the fuck out. Like, dude, you shouldn't be here.
So you didn't vote for Kanye then?
If it was a choice, if I had to choose, yeah. I'd rather have a I don't know, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. So we're gonna have a shot to that. So anyway, I probably would have voted for Kanye just because I hate Trump. Just to see him lose, I would have voted for Kanye just to help the chances, maybe? I don't know.
Just didn't have a fighting chance, though.
Kanye's wacky as fuck, dude. Did you see his podcast with Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Fucking nutty, bro.
Here it is, though. I give Joe Rogan props for actually having
his
that
cool?
conversation.
And then
just having the conversation and trying to understand him. That's one thing that I have
Trying
mad
to understand
But that's
Kanye.
one thing I have mad props for, like mad respect for Joe Rogan.
I've
He will
tried.
try to understand you and listen to you and hear your thoughts out. That's what I like about Joe Rogan. He has his own political thoughts. I don't
And he
give a
has
fuck about
he
that
has a
shit.
platform to
But other
to
than
do
that,
it.
he has a platform in which he goes, okay, come on my show. We're going to talk about it though. I'm going to hear you out.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to understand where you're coming from. But don't be surprised if I don't agree with you on everything that you say.
But his views,
and I think that's dope.
And his views go way up. When Kanye, he had like 12 million views.
And that's also a big hit.
yeah. I mean, you have Kanye.
See, it's
Here,
publicity
cheers,
thing.
bro.
Cheers, bro.
All right. That's like 7 shots in. Anyway, so all right. I do.
What
wanna
else
know.
you got on your
Dude, do you
list of
see this
questions?
fucking
You got a lot of
list?
questions. Come
All
on,
right.
man.
Yes,
Bang, bang, bang.
yes or no? Do you have a lawyer on speed dial? Yes or no?
Yes.
All right. If Pete Diddy called you tomorrow and said, I want you to come to New York and be my personal assistant for a year and not make any money, but basically just be my assistant and live off of my, everything, and go back to St. Louis next year with no greater riches than you did when you moved here, would you do it tomorrow? You wouldn't go be Diddy's assistant for a year.
No.
Knowing that you can meet pretty much anybody you want to and come back to the crib and redo your show, you wouldn't do it?
No. Because you want to know something?
Sure.
I did almost the exact same thing for a year, 9 months, when I took on another gig,
For fucking
hosting
Pete
and all
Diddy?
that stuff. No, for another place. They said it was going to open up opportunities and all that.
But Diddy would.
No, but you
Just
don't
being there.
But you don't know that for sure. So
I do.
For me though. Okay, now that you say that now. Still no.
Think of the people that you'd meet. All right, okay, you said no.
No, because here it is though. Because I feel like I'm on a trajectory right now that's pretty damn good.
I do too, bro. Cheers to 13,000 subscribers, dude.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's awesome. That
Thank
means
you. Soon to be
13,000
14.
people. Yeah.
Hey.
And if I get 30, I'll be happy.
It'll happen.
All right.
You ain't got nothing to worry about. You'll be fine.
All right, I mean, I don't know if it's my guests or me or the alcohol or my nail polish. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
So all right, next question. If you could wake up white tomorrow for one day, would you do it?
You want to know?
Just to experience being a white man for a day, would you do it? And you can be black tomorrow, or the following day.
Because I love being who I am.
I bet you do, but I mean, just
But
for the experience,
You know what? I wish I could could I have the
No.
span of, hold up, hear me out. Could I have the span of 24 hours that I can spread out throughout life?
No.
So anytime I get pulled over, I
Tomorrow's
can turn
Monday.
white. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I get pulled over, racial profiling, I could hit that button.
Right.
boop, and I'm good.
Like
you know
when
what
I
I'm
when
saying?
I
Those
get
are the only times
when
that
I get
would
when
ever
I
wanna
get
be
pulled
white.
over, I pull my sleeves down, take my hat off.
Yeah.
I turn into a white man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right,
and you're like, what's the problem?
And now
officer?
I got tattoos.
Well,
and-
what's the problem, officer?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See,
so
no.
24 hours. So basically, tomorrow, if you could wake up white,
No.
and then wake up Tuesday as yourself, you just wouldn't want to see what it was
No.
like. I would want that experience to be somebody else for a day, whether it was a girl, because that in 24 hours you're gonna switch back to being you, the handsome guy that's tall,
The
dark,
black
with the
man
nice
that I am.
beard.
Okay, here it is, though.
Great beard, by the way.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. I'm very happy about who I am.
I'm fucking awesome who I am,
I'm
but
the
I would
shit.
still like to see what it was like to be a chick for a day.
A chick is another conversation, though.
I mean, and a white
I'd be
man.
butt ass naked for 24 hours. You understand?
You'd be at Onyx on the pole.
I be having a grand old time. You understand?
Hey, man.
Shoot, let me make that money.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Body, yada, yada.
Yeah,
Just done.
dude, I would strip for 24 hours.
Facts.
Yeah, and I would
Make
try
20
to,
mil.
and I would try to bang a celebrity. You know?
Get in front of LeBron real quick.
I would try to bang
and that's
LeBron.
it. But other than that, like, nah. Like, if I was to be like, nah, I couldn't
For a
do it.
day?
Nah.
All right.
I'm happy about who I am,
Okay,
man.
if you could go to prison on Friday night and come
shit.
out on Monday morning, would you do it?
No.
Why not?
Because why would I go to prison?
To experience.
Why would I want to? I'm
No,
sorry.
because there's
I'm sorry. Hold up.
There's a show.
Who wants to go to prison
There's a show.
for 72 hours up in this bitch?
There's a
Who?
show. There's a show.
Please.
There's a show called 60 Days or
No.
they do this shit,
I
bro.
don't give a shit.
For like 2 months.
I don't give a shit. Who wants to go to Who wants to go to Who wants to go to prison on the free 99s?
You can get tattooed.
No one.
You
Not
can get
me.
tattooed for
No,
for like,
no,
for the low.
no. That's how you get hepatitis and shit, man.
Hey man, I got all kinds
Well,
of
lucky you.
badass
Lucky
tattoos.
you.
I don't
Lucky
have
you.
hepatitis.
I'm not knocking you. I'm
No.
just saying. No, I would
All
never
right.
do it.
Okay.
Nah.
Just for.
No.
Come on, bro. This is a lifestyle of experiences, man. You're here drinking with me on a fucking
Oh, I get it.
Sunday night.
I'm right here with you.
All right, man. Like that, dude.
It's just not my. It's just not my.
so
thing.
you've never.
It ain't my thought.
So basically, he's never had the desire to go to prison.
The fuck no.
right.
Why would I drive down the street, especially in this area right here where we at, and go, hey, I really want to get pulled over.
But just to
really
know,
want to go to prison.
because you've seen YouTube or you've seen like vlogs about like fucking like the food that they eat and the fights, and you just wouldn't want to see that.
This interview's
All right, fuck
over.
it. No, dude, I thought
interview's
that would be
over.
I thought that would be a cool experience.
No.
But there's
How
like
is that an interview?
there's a whole
No,
show about
no,
that. There's a
no.
whole show of people that go
Because 9
into,
times out of 10, I would be shot and killed before I
No,
even went to
bro.
prison. Come on now.
No, dude.
That's facts.
It's just knowing that you can like get out in 2 days and just seeing what it was like to eat the food. No? All right. I just thought it'd be fucking cool. Like I would do it. Like, all right, Missy says she wouldn't do it. Kelly wouldn't do it. Nobody would do it. Am I crazy for thinking that
It's crazy.
Let's bring it back to me. Would
Okay.
I go back to prison for the weekend if I could? Yes.
Why?
Honestly, some of the best friends I've ever made in life were from prison. Some of the longest friendships but I mean, you can't build a bond in 2 days. But the coolest tattoos I've got were in prison. I don't know. I would just go back to say what's up to my homies and then
What
come back
tattoo
out.
do you have that's from
Under my
prison?
shirt? I got that, the STL.
Word.
I
Oh,
got,
wow. I
Yeah.
figured that would have been like rubbed off by now.
It's gone over a couple times.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I got that in prison. I don't know. I think like, dude, honestly, like when you go to prison, like
Hey, man.
you spend a lot of time there. And so if you spend 2 years in Portugal and it was terrible, part of you 5 years later be like, you know what? I missed that about Portugal. And I would like to see that again.
True.
So, I mean, I miss some of the homies. I miss some of the experiences that I had. And I would like to go chill with them for 2 days and then get right the fuck back out.
But here it is, though. There's you going, man, I miss playing spades. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't
for like,
played spades
for like,
since.
For like 3.5 cigarettes.
Yeah.
But then there's the other part of you
Stamps.
going like, I do not miss the bars on the windows. So that, for me, the idea that you cannot be free, you cannot get out and be freedom. You know, Amistad, give us free.
Yeah, but I
you
mean-
cannot have that.
You can't.
And
No, you
that
can't.
is not, that ain't gangsta. to
Right.
me.
I mean,
Gangsta would get me into prison. You saw what I'm saying?
and
But
you're
it
not
ain't
a
gangsta
and you're
for
not
me.
a gangster. All right.
No,
Well, I
no,
get
no,
it.
no,
I mean,
man, I'm a gangster, man. Like,
yeah.
shoot. But I'm a legal gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Look, that's the
It's a-
thing,
it's a
bro. I say it
mindset.
all the time. Like people, like when I meet people, I'm like, I'm still a hustler. I just changed the product,
Yeah, exactly.
and the product is me, and the product is my brand. So I mean, all right, a couple more questions. I don't want to get this out of you because I got so much catching up to do with you that we can't fit into.
There's a lot to talk about.
I want to know if you would fight Mike Tyson for 10 grand,
no.
$10,000 to just fight him.
Hell to the no.
Why
no.
not?
No.
All right.
Because I know.
Give me a
I know
price.
what he
give
got.
give me a price tag. Listen, there's a referee there.
Okay.
Then there's gloves, and all you got to do is just get smoked by Mike Tyson a couple times, and you're out. You're gonna be knocked out. We know this, right? Probably, unless you're a boxer and I don't know about it.
I mean,
All right.
I'm not a boxer, but
$50,000.
No,
50 grand. You wouldn't go in the ring with Mike Tyson
no.
for $50,000.
no,
You wouldn't let Mike Tyson punch you in the face for 50 grand.
no,
Would you let me punch you in the face for 10?
no.
Yes. Hey man, I would let you punch me in the face right now for 5 grand.
Oh, for 5 grand?
Yeah, 5 grand.
Who got 5 grand? You got 5
It's
grand?
not, but that's how bad you want to hit me.
Damn.
I'm just saying. So Mike Tyson.
I don't want to punch you. I
Mike
love
Tyson, you wouldn't go in the ring with Mike Tyson for $10,000 or 50 grand. $50,000.
No.
Why not, dude?
In the ring.
In the ring.
Like the same
Knowing-
setup that
the
Roy
same
Jones
setup
Jr.
that
had.
Roy Jones Jr. had for
No,
$50,000.
you gotta give me, nah.
For 3
No.
minutes.
Nah.
Because you wouldn't last 3 minutes.
Facts.
Right, 50
But
grand.
no. Let's take the shot and I'll tell you my game plan.
$50,000 to just get your ass kicked for a couple minutes.
$2 million.
$2 million?
Hear me out though.
All right.
Hear me out.
It'll pay for your medical expenses.
Facts. Here
and
it is.
Your PTSD.
Facts. So, $2 million. I would go down in the first round. You want to know what will happen? One solid shot in the midsection, and I'm down. That's it.
All right, $2 million.
I made like $2 million. I'm a
or
millionaire.
$50K.
No, fuck 50K. Why would I put all that time and train? Like, okay,
You're
so
not going to
saying-
train.
No,
right
just
now.
showing up
Right now.
for him to hit me clear, like
Yeah,
clean in
with
the face.
with the glove
no,
on.
No, I'm
with
not
the
about
boxing
that life.
glove on.
No, I'm not going to do that. Hell no.
See, okay, I'm trying to
Hell
talk.
no.
Listen, look, do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm trying to talk you into experimenting with drugs. I'm trying to talk you into being white. I'm trying to talk you into going to prison.
Yeah, no shit.
And I'm trying to talk you
I'm
into
good
getting
on
your
that.
ass kicked by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
All that shit?
All that shit. You got to pay me a lot more.
All right. So how about $5 million to do all of those shits? Go to jail for the weekend. $5 million. Go to jail for the weekend.
Okay.
Be white for 24 hours. Try coke, and let Mike Tyson knock you the fuck out for $5 million.
I would do just Mike Tyson.
Would you snort a line of coke before
No.
that? For $5 million?
No, I'd get.
Dude,
I drink this entire
Honestly,
bottle
bro,
of Jack or this entire bottle of Hennessy before I go
$5 million
toe to
would.
toe.
All right. Hey, he
Or
said
rip
it.
the heaviest bong ever.
He said it. I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Because I've been seeing him. I already saw him training. Like, this dude is a beast.
I'm talking about like right now. We're sitting here at this
He's
table.
a genetic freak.
And the Birdman pulls up with a fucking Louis Vuitton duffel bag with $5 million and says, "Just do that shit."
You got to do all this crazy shit, and then you get $5 million.
And next
Here it
week
is.
you'll be back to normal.
I would have to have things on the line. Like, I would have to have like kids and shit like that. Like, I would have to do it for something. If it was just like me being here, first off, I would never do cocaine. I would never do it.
All right.
I've seen people on cocaine, and it scares the shit out of me. So I would never, ever, ever not never
when
do
I
that shit.
When I did cocaine, I was
Never.
kind of scared too.
That shit is scary.
Yeah, I did it a few times though, so I didn't learn the first time. But I'm cool now. I haven't done it in like 12
No,
years.
It's not like you do it and then all of a sudden you're all fucked up. It's,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's about longevity.
Yeah.
And there's people that are on
12
it for
years
like
later,
longevity.
I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if I didn't.
Facts.
But I'm pretty cool now. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, crack is different, but you know, drugs, whatever.
Have you done crack?
I've never done crack.
You ever done crack?
Because I'm thinking about all the people that did do crack that I grew up seeing, and that's my motivation to never do that.
Shit's crazy.
Like who? I'll go back to that. Who the fuck says I would like to try that?
But here it is though. I have the same feeling about cocaine.
All right.
Why does it make somebody go, yeah, I want to do a couple lines of cocaine?
'Cause
Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it.
Politicians, fucking like celebrities, like they all do it. Everybody's
Well, it's
doing
rich white people that do that shit. Real talk. It's money.
Strippers
It's a
do
status
it.
thing.
Black people do it
No,
too.
but it's a status thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the rich man. Yeah, I
It's
guess.
rich. It's rich money.
So what you're saying, that white people are rich? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like I've noticed that. I feel like there are more. I feel like there's more white people that more white people that have
there's
money
more white
do
people
fucking blow
in this country
than I see black people doing blow.
Shoot, yeah,
That's
true.
it.
That's true. All right, well, all right. We've established that you're not going to try cocaine.
It's a scary thing.
Would you hang out with Donald Trump in the 80s? Like, would you like go fucking hang out with Donald Trump? If
No.
he's like, hey, but this is before you knew he was going to become president.
No, I know, but there's something about
Like
okay.
when he was on Home Alone.
there's
that was
something,
in the 90s.
No,
Remember?
he was on this. Like, but here it is though. No, you know what? I take that back because I was listening.
If Donald Trump
I'm not
hit you
kidding
up.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I was listening to motivational tapes and shit.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, by Trump.
That's not weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, but there seriously were like tapes by him, Kick Ass and Think Big and Kick Ass or something like that. Get Rich and Kick Ass, something like that. I forgot the name of it. Like Think Big and Kick Ass.
I will never lose. One of those.
So I was listening to those audio tapes,
But-
and I'm like, damn, every person, even hip hop artists, wanted to be Trump. Like shit, how many music videos and songs were made with Trump's name in that
Nelly.
shit? Real talk.
Do you remember the lyric that Nelly said in Country Grammar? Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me
Yeah,
in
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I got money to live my friends
Facts.
now. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
about, so when Nelly hears that verse in his song, did he think about, damn, like I wanted
He
to
was
hang
like,
with
oh,
Donald
shit.
Trump. Like, oh shit, I wish.
Bill Gates, shit.
Bill Gates, Donald Trump, fuck.
My bad. Fuck.
I didn't mean that. Let me
What had
reverse
happened
that.
was.
But at the time,
Yeah.
So at that time, would you
point.
hang out with him? Before he was a dickhead running the country.
I feel like if I met him at that time. and
No,
got to-
dude,
and-
you're
and
not
got to
allowed
hang
to
out
meet
with
him. You're not allowed to meet him. You just
No,
like,
I'm saying like if I got to hang out with him,
yeah,
I feel like I would see his true character.
but you'd go.
I would. Yes, I would.
I would too.
I would.
I don't want to hang
'Cause
out with him now. Actually,
no,
I do. I do.
no.
I want to ask him some questions. I want to make him really uncomfortable.
And the only question would be, why though?
Why though?
Why though?
Why?
But why though?
Because I can.
entire time.
Because I can, and that's what he did.
Exactly.
Fuck,
And that's
man.
what's so fucked
Imagine
up.
having that power.
Yeah.
Imagine having that power to actually run this fucking country. And just be a total douchebag.
It's frustrating.
And then have half the country like you. What the hell?
Less than half.
Okay.
That's how he lost.
A nice portion of the
That's
country
how he lost.
likes this fucking
Less
guy.
than half.
And these people will die for this dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who sit there and go, he will go onto his Twitter, say whatever he needs to say. He can sit there and say, dog shit cures the coronavirus. Just rub it all over your body
For $10.99.
for $10.99. As long as it's Trump approved.
If it says
And
Trump
it will cure
of course.
the COVID.
There'd
and
be-
every person
there'd
out
be
here.
20 hillbillies.
Yep, being
I
like,
mean,
he's saying
he said it.
It's
Yeah.
Trump approved. And it's like, bruh, just chill.
You know what I would like to do? I would like to.
it's so
I would like to
frustrating.
interview one of them.
Like a Trump supporter?
A Trump supporter.
Like a hardcore Trump?
hardcore.
You got to get the hardest chorus.
with a big rig, like a
Yeah.
Ram truck with a Trump flag in the back. I would
Word.
like to sit them down and like really ask them, like, what?
You want to know something that's really fucked up?
I wanna know everything
A
that's
lot
fucked
of
up.
times, they're the most level-headed people you meet, and then you hear, then you start talking about it, start talking about Trump
With the
and
diesel-
all of a sudden, a switch flips off, and it's like boom, it's another conversation.
I would really
And you're
like to.
where
I
do
would.
you
I would
come
like to
from?
meet those guys.
Where do
I
you
would,
come from?
I would really, and
Real
I
talk.
don't want to be. I really don't want to be their friend, but I really would like to sit a Trump supporter down. That's like radical Trump, fucking like you're the man, and ask
Yeah.
them like how are you okay with this guy, and decent as he is, being the model for America? How are you okay with that? So I would yeah. And you and I could talk all night about that, but I would really like to know. I would really like to know their point of view. How do you and you know what they'll say? And
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw about this with Don Lemon and Dave Chappelle. They'll say, "Well, oh, that's just him. That's just his character." But the economy, has been doing really well. But that's just his character. How is that okay?
But the economy is not doing very well.
No
at all
president
right now.
in our history has ever been that indecent, ever.
Yeah.
No matter how fucked up they
Okay,
are.
so we have not had, in the history of presidents, a president that has been the most undiplomatic president in the history of presidents. This is the weirdest time
This is,
ever.
bro. And I wonder.
These 4 years, everyone sits there and says, "Oh, 2020." No, it's 2016 started all of this.
Yeah.
All of this
no
shit.
And
it's been weird ever
I
since
just
then.
wonder, like, is that going to set the tone for like fuckery in the future?
I love that.
Is fuckery okay now?
No, fuckery is not okay, and I think that's why we are voting back in somebody who is very politician-y.
Hospice Joe.
Hospice Joe.
Hospice Joe.
Whether we like him or not.
He's a good dude.
But,
He has
but
a
here
good
it is,
heart.
though. But yeah, he's got a good heart. But at the same time, we're looking for somebody
might not have a good
who's
heart.
going to bring some sort of normalcy back into
A decent
this
guy.
country.
He's a decent guy, and he wants to reach across the aisle. But you know what? We'll talk politics another time.
Word.
We'll talk politics another time.
Yeah.
So, all right, I wanna ask you, like, where do you want to be? Like with your show, where
Okay.
do you want to see it going? Like, do you want to be like Jimmy Fallon or like
No, because he's fake.
Jimmy Kimmel?
No, because he's
Okay.
fake too.
Do you want to be the Okay, do you want to be like Arsenio? The real Arsenio? Because
No.
he didn't sell out.
He didn't sell out, but that's the
Okay,
reason.
what do you
but
want to do, bro?
I want to be me.
I know that.
I want to be me.
Who are you?
No, me.
Who are you in a few years? In your
having really great conversations, real conversations with really great people, inspiring minds, moving people to do things with their lives. That's me. That's what I want to do with my life. If it ends up me being like throwing out the F-bomb and saying fuck and shit, I don't care.
Dude, you've got to
really
be
don't
you
care.
got to be real, man.
I want to be
and
the
I want to
realest
say this real
motherfucker
quick.
you meet.
Fuck yeah.
But
and
at
I
the
wanna,
same time, okay.
Let
go
me
ahead.
say this real quick.
Go ahead.
And I'm gonna get back. So when people were asking me like, do you really want to do this show? Like, are you gonna curse? You're gonna talk about drugs and sex and all this shit? And I'm like, you know what? The soccer moms that you're like worried about getting offended by the shit that I say,
They listen to this shit too.
they want to be able to do what I do. They're watching this shit like, damn, I wish I could say fuck out loud.
Right.
I wish I could get tattooed. I wish I could do a lot of and it's internal. So a lot of the things that they're doing, in life, they're, the people that people think that I'm going to be offensive towards are low key looking at me like, I wish I could say that.
Facts.
And a lot of people have that same attitude. Dave Chappelle, he's like, fuck. You wanna drive a Porsche and say fuck and smoke cigarettes on stage? I bet you do. And that's what I do.
That's why I do what I do.
And Gary Vee, which is kind of
yeah.
extreme. He's an extreme part of that, but he says fuck more than I say dude.
Yeah.
But a lot of his, you know what happened to him? He like became famous for his
shock value.
promoting his dad's wine business, and then became like, the little guy syndrome, and like was saying anything that he went to and became popular for it. And now he's making a ton of money, and people like believe what he's saying. So I don't know. I like being me. I like doing what I do. I think that I'm successful because of who I am, and I'm not closed off, man. So I'm me because people like me for me. And if you don't, fuck you.
Exactly.
I really don't need you in my life if you don't like me for who I am. I'm not going to change because I want you to think I'm cool. I'm not going to change because this is what I should do. I'm not going to not get tattoos because, oh my God, people don't like it.
No, I'm with you on that. 100%.
Yeah, so I do what I do, and and I can become successful for what I do, and I'm gonna keep doing that. So that's what I've always done. I've always been the outcast, dude, my whole life. I've always rode skateboards, stunt ride motorcycles. I set trends with the shit that I wear. I paint my fucking nails because I want to, and I'm here. I have a successful business, and you're here. You have thousands of people that pay attention to you every day. So in 2 years, 3, 4 years from now, like where is Pascal wanting to be? Besides
Honestly,
motivating and being genuine and all that stuff, like what is your end game? Not your end game, but like the mid game. What's your mid game?
Mid game would be taking what I'm doing back on TV or to a main streaming site.
TV is not where it's at anymore.
No, it's not.
It's all on the internet.
It's all the internet.
Yeah.
So hence the reason why I said streaming site. But
Right.
you know, my thing is like being able to take what I do and because I really do believe in like just being a good human being.
Humanity, dude.
So for
I'm
me,
not a religious guy. I believe in humanity.
Right.
But that's just me. That's me. We could talk about that another time. I'll have you back. We'll talk about that.
Word.
But humanity is big to me, and I think that's what you're getting at. Like, you want to be a good human. You want to pull out good qualities in other humans, and
yeah, I want to have good conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I care about. I want to be able to sit across from, you know, Obama. Like,
tell me, bro, who
that
would you
be
want to
a goal.
interview?
Obama. Shit.
I want to hang
Michelle
with
Obama.
I want to hang out.
Obama.
I want to
his
hang
kids.
out with Barack Obama. I would love to just hang out with him with no cameras, just hang.
I know, and I know that like that's a staple name to put out, but like that's somebody like Tyler Perry.
I think he's a funny dude and like fun in real life. I saw him on. Did you see him on Jerry Seinfeld's Coffee and Cars with comedians? And he went to Obama, and Obama wanted to be Barack Obama, not the president.
Yeah.
He wanted to be like
just a guy.
Yeah, dude.
He just wanted to hang out and have
and
be the funny, charismatic person.
I want to
that he
hang
is.
out with that guy.
There's a certain level of energy that guy has.
He's such a
that
good guy.
is more than just him being presidential. I feel like there's something more. Now, where you think, like wherever you
he's going to be
whatever
around
your
for
choices,
a long time.
yes, whatever your choices are, like whatever your thoughts are in regards to him as how he's run this country, whether you agree with it or not, no matter
he
what,
wasn't
you
the
can't,
best president
you
we ever
can't
had.
disagree on the fact that he is very charismatic. He has a
Dude,
charisma
and that's why
that transcends politics. You know what I'm saying? He's like he's been gifted with something that's amazing. And at least for me, I would love to just be in the same room with him and just feed off that energy.
Dude,
you know what I mean? I've met
yeah.
some really great people, and I always wonder, like, what makes that person so great?
Yeah.
And then you meet them and you see them and you're like, oh, okay, that's why that person's so fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That's what makes them tick. You know what I mean? But you know, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I would love to meet Oprah. Oprah is somebody else that I would love to sit down, not even talk to. I just want to be in the same room and just feed off that energy, just to understand why she is who she is. You know what I'm saying?
She, you know, I mean, where it started from, like, Oprah is so dope, dude. Like, and I get it. Like, Oprah.
I know that's a big, and it's a staple thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, another black, you know, another black name, blah, blah, blah.
But
at
Oprah,
the same time, for me,
dude, Oprah, like, she, like, paved roads for people that don't even know that that she really did it for. So Oprah's dope as fuck, dude. I would like to interview Oprah. I would like to just talk to Oprah with no cameras. Like, tell me how you really feel. Say fuck. Hey, Oprah, say fuck.
Yeah.
I want because she probably does.
Oh, she says it all the time, I'm sure.
She's kick-ass, dude.
But but the ultimate goal is to be able to get transcend from St. Louis. Period.
Yeah.
St. Louis don't have my back. Period. You have my back.
But no, St. Louis actually does.
No, it does not.
There's not.
No, it does not. No. Sorry, I've been doing this game for a long time.
Well, there's not
bruh.
much here. We're crabs in the
There's
barrel.
plenty here. No, there's plenty here. And I've shown a lot of respect and love to a lot of people in St. Louis. A lot, bruh. And more than, I can count it more than on two hands. How many times I've been screwed over just on this show, the show that I have.
Yeah.
Because of showing support for them. And then I say, hey, you think you can get me that? Or can you help me out? I get none of it back.
Initially, you don't go in thinking like, well, I want to return on this, but you would like to think like, well,
because it's called love.
Yeah.
Period.
For sure.
Like I give mad respect for you for hitting me up. Like I don't get this kind of stuff. I don't get people who hit me up. What? Period. No. People don't hit me up and going, hey, I want to sit down and interview you. In fact, hey, you want to interview me? Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. But at the same time, I don't get those phone calls.
Okay, well, say that. Who has surpassed you in St. Louis? As far as like media, interviewing, without like the news channels, like who has made it that in front of you? Because I just don't think that St. Louis really has the market for that.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
It's just a
And I
mentality
understand what
there.
you're trying to say, but there's some sort of thing about St. Louis that
Crabs in
is
a barrel.
Thank you. Where you, it's much like I bring you on, or I bring Mike Johnson on, or
He'll be
or
on
I
next
bring-
week.
Bet. No, and I
You
love
can
him
come
to death.
watch.
I will. I
And-
would love to.
oh, bro,
But
I have a story. Go ahead.
But you
Yeah,
understand,
yeah.
like I'm there. Like I put my show is like I want to put St. Louis on, and then I go out there and I'm like I'm trying to drag people in, and they're not down for it, or they're, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's a St. Louis mentality, bro. I mean,
Or they come onto the show and they crop out my stuff. They take out the logos and stuff. They crop everything out
And use their
to make
portion.
and they use their portion, and they don't even give me a shout out. And it's kind of like, well, bruh, there's a reason I put you on this platform. I gave you a shout out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Do you understand? And that's what sucks about St. Louis.
Drop the Pascal show right here. And Big Stu Media right here.
All
and
day.
I'm all about that.
But
dude.
it's all. But here it is though. There are people like yourself that think bigger. Everybody only thinks St. Louis. They think in their bubble. They don't think outside of that. They don't go, oh, I want to put myself on.
Because they're
And then
fucking
it's like,
crabs
wait
in
a
a
second.
barrel.
But there's a reason why I sat down with you. There's a reason why I put the time to bring in. I spent all this kind of money to sit down with your ass
Yeah.
in my crib with all the cameras that are on you that I'm paying for to interview your ass.
Right.
And there's things like that happen in St. Louis where they give no props
And
whatsoever.
after the fact, they
and
take
it's
their
frustrating.
portion.
Hence the reason why I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
This is what happened. I said I'm going outside. I'm going outside of St. Louis. I'm leaving. But it's been a blessing because that's why I was able to interview the people I have interviewed over the past few months. Because I said fuck
You
it.
got to reach outside the crib, dude.
I got tired of it.
I mean, you got to. Sometimes you just got to do it, man. So, okay.
Does that make sense?
It does, 100%, dude. I'm with
I
you
love this
on
city.
a daily basis,
But they don't
bro.
give a damn about me.
Wherever I go.
And it's like, okay.
It's crazy
I
because
put in all this work.
wherever I
I'm putting
go-
this city on, and they don't give a damn. So I'm
they
like,
don't.
all right,
They don't.
well, I'm leaving.
It's
And I
crazy.
left. And now everybody's like, oh, yeah, my buddy, yeah, Pascal, yeah, Roy Jones, oh, my God, he's my boy. It's like, no, I've been doing this since
Yeah.
day fucking one, and they don't give a damn about me, man.
Yeah.
Real talk.
But you know what? Let me tell you. Let me give you some. let me give you some shit, bro.
insane.
There's a lot of people that do. It might not be like monetary. It might not be in a financial sense, or
Has
even
nothing to do with money.
even like publicity. But there are so many people in this past week that I said, bro, come on my show. When I told people who my first guest was, they all knew you. Everybody was like, oh yeah, Yolanda Langford, big fan of yours. A lot of the people, Stacey Static.
Oh, no, but here it is. I'm not throwing any shade on Stacy or Yolanda.
No, I know
or
you're
any
not.
of
I
them.
mean, there's a lot of great people
Those are
in the
dope
crib.
people.
There's a lot of great
But
people
I've been
in St.
screwed
Louis.
over on so many
course you
people in
have.
St. Louis.
Yeah, dude, me
Those
too.
names totally excluded.
Yeah.
That they don't give a damn about.
And
They
it's
don't
unfortunate
care.
because I don't think that will ever stop.
what I'm
Unfortunately,
saying?
it's just always going to be that way. St. Louis is a crab in a barrel city, and people
Yeah.
are going to climb over each other to get to the top because they want that. They want that top. They want
It's
the
sad.
accolades. They want the accolades. There's a lot of shit that I do, bro,
Yeah.
where I don't alert anyone because I don't want them to think that I'm doing it for the accolades. I'm a different type of guy. I'm like you. I'm not doing it because I want people to think I'm cool or I want the backing of it. I do it because this is coming from my heart and this is what I really want people to see. I wanted people to see the real you because you're never on this side.
Never am.
You're never on the other
I'm
side.
I'm never on this
You're
side.
always on my side asking so I wanted people to see how you felt. I wanted them to hear you say fuck. I wanted them I wanted
Well,
that.
fuck.
So like let me tell you about Mike Johnson. St. Louis, let's get our shit together. Let's unify. Let's create a
No,
hashtag.
real talk. St. Louis
Let's get our
needs
shit
to
together.
support St.
They
Louis.
do,
real
man.
talk.
There's a lot of
Period.
talent here, man. There's so much fucking talent.
This is the
God
reason
damn.
why St. Louis is drowning because no
Man,
one gives a damn.
there's so much-
about St. Louis. Like St. Louis people don't give a damn about St. Louis.
But they're so St.
people.
Louis. They say it all the time. But
It's
are
a
you?
lie.
But
It's a
are
lie.
you?
It's a lie.
Shout out to Murphy Lee. So St. Louis. Ask my tattooist. I got it all over me. But all right, so St. Louis, let's unify, let's come together, let's like do the damn thing and create a hashtag and like put it, let's do it. All right, Mike Johnson, real quick.
Dopest dude.
Mike Johnson is a fucking GOAT. Mike Johnson, but there was so many years when Mike Johnson wasn't a GOAT, and he was doing this, that, he was opening this restaurant, he was doing that. Mike Johnson had stepped over. Like Mike Johnson owns Sugar Fire, the famous barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
He'll be on next week, and we're gonna talk. So when I text him, I'm like, bro, we got to do a show. He's like, make it happen, because I have to tell you about when you almost got me killed indirectly.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, I almost got you murdered. I'm like, and I text him back, like, you can't just end with that. You can't just end with, I almost got you murdered. So I made him tell me, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because in my mind, I'm like, damn, what did I say about Mike?
What's that all about?
What type of shade did I throw on Mike or like whatever? And so like he texts me back and he's like, well, it had to do with the customer, like, and you went on live about the whole COVID shutdown. And then he's like, but that's all I'm gonna tell you. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, as long as I didn't say anything bad or like because I fuck with him. Like, you're my boy, just like I have nothing bad to say about you. Right. So I was like, damn, I'm scared. So like Mike Johnson, owner of Sugar Fire, will be on next week. And like,
that's dope.
Yeah, and I was like kind of nervous like about that, but like I have so much respect for him. And we started our restaurant at the same time. So Mike's been through a lot of shit, so I'm looking forward to that, man. But like my time with you, dude, like I was really looking forward to interview you, man. And like we could have talked till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we could.
And a few more shots, we probably would. And then your girl would leave, my producer would leave, and we'd just be sitting here with no camera.
Batteries would be dead drinking. And everything. Yeah.
Right, everything would just be off.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think that's a good spot, dude. Like, but tell me on camera that you will, A, approve what we've talked about, and B, come back.
Of course, I don't give a
All
damn.
right, cool.
It's
so
fine.
You'll be back.
And of course.
So
yeah.
we can talk about racism. We can talk about BLM. We can talk about politics. We can talk about.
I wish you were talking about it now.
Dude, we don't have enough time, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so we got to do it again, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
We're good with that?
Yeah.
All right,
I hope I didn't come off like an asshole.
No, dude. Like I'm.
I'm.
Listen, let me say this. When it comes to Bobby Tesler, I'm still like a little starstruck when it comes to people. And like when I got this tattoo in California like 2 months ago, I didn't even talk about my Miami trip. Can I real quick?
No. Let's talk about the
real
Miami
quick,
trip. Yeah.
Real quick. All right, and then we're gonna cut. All right, my Miami trip. So during COVID, I shut the restaurant down in mid-March.
Jesus.
And I was going through some mental shit. I got a chance to hang out with my son, and it was the best thing ever. Dude, fuck the cap. It's good.
Got it.
Okay, I got some paper towels for you, bro.
Thank you.
This guy can't hold his liquor.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so like I was like, all right, cheers, real quick, my Miami trip. Because all right. You said you went there for some solitude at one point in your life, and you saw cameras, you saw this vision. So, Corona, shut the restaurant down, and I'm hanging out with my son. My son's 18, and we're like cooking. Well, he was 17 at the time. We're cooking, we're just like hanging. Me and my best friend, got him tattooed right here, and like we're just hanging. Like it was a bit, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, bro. 2020, as fucked up as everybody says it was, for me it's been rad. For me, 2020 has been really cool. Not cool, it's been like a fucking eye-opening, like visionary, like reflect on myself. What am I doing with my life? How am I gonna connect with my son and my peers and my friends? And I lost friends over Black Lives Matter. I lost friends over this, and just people grow up, people move on. And like 2020 has been a shit year for a lot of people, but it's been pretty dope to me because of self-reflection, mental strides, a lot of mental strides, because it forces you to. Yeah. It forces you to take a lot of mental strides. So in the midst of all this shit, I was having like a mental fucking breakdown. After like a month and a half of like me cooking with my son, I'm like, all right, dude, you're getting on my nerves. Like, I need to go on a date. I need to go hang out with a girl, something. Like, everything was crazy. So like everything, like, am I gonna reopen my restaurant? Am I gonna file bankruptcy? Who are my friends? All this shit, like, became like overloaded. So I'm like, man, I need to get out of town for a minute. So I literally, on a Monday, realized I'm gonna go to Florida tomorrow. I don't know where, Orlando, Tampa, wherever. I'm just gonna go. I've been to Miami before, so I went to the airport, got a trip or a flight to Miami with no itinerary, no car, no place to stay. I just want to go to South Beach and just sit on the beach and just fucking relax.
Yep.
And just relax and let go. Listen, bro. So I went there.
Okay.
This is mid fucking pandemic. So I get there, I catch an Uber. I said, take me to South Beach. She's like, where are you going? I was like, I don't know. Just take me there. He's like, well, I need an address. I'm like, South Beach, there's only 6 blocks. Just take me there. So in his mask, he takes me there. And he drops me off like at 6th and Ocean, right?
Yeah.
And there's all those boutique hotels. I finally picked the Majestic or whatever, no shout out. And I stay there, I booked my room, it's like $120 a night.
Right.
And I just wanted, I just wanted some solitude. I just wanted to see the ocean. I just wanted to feel the sand, some warmth.
Something about Miami.
Dude,
like, seriously.
I wanted to just feel the energy of the sun. But let me tell you, dude, when I got there, I was alone, right? I was thinking about all the shit that I escaped. So I'm there like thinking about all the shit that's back home.
Yeah.
And it didn't serve me great. I saw the water and it was great and all that shit. And it was like, you know, I ate some bomb ass food and I came back to St. Louis and I was like, okay, I feel good. 2 days after I got home from St. Louis, I started feeling sick. And my mom was like, you need to go get tested. And I went to the urgent care and got tested positive for coronavirus.
Holy shit. You got Rona?
Yeah, in
You
June.
got that?
I had it, bro, in June.
Oh,
I had it in June.
damn.
And people were like, well, how did you get it? And I was like, well, I went to Miami. Like, oh yeah. My mom
There
was
you
like,
go.
what the fuck? Why are you in Miami? Why are you in Florida? I'm like, I don't know. Like she's like, it's a hot spot. So long story short, I came back. I got the Rona. And I made a documentary on YouTube. It's boring. It's 30 minutes long. And I just documented my 5 days of having coronavirus. But yeah.
What was it like for you?
It wasn't. It was like having the flu. It was like having the flu.
Okay.
The psychological aspect was bad because it's like you see it all over the news. It's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I have that.
You instantly think you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
everyone
was
thinks you're gonna
like
die.
that. So I mean,
Oh,
if anybody's
shit.
interested in watching 37 minutes of me talk about coronavirus, the link might be right around there. But yeah, it was.
What's up?
I went to Miami for a peace of mind, and came back with a piece of coronavirus.
Yeah, you got that Rona. You got
But
that Rona.
Ever
though.
since then, I felt like Superman. Like, oh, I got antibodies.
Yeah,
I'm
like
good.
you're impenetrable.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
Wait. That was in June.
That was in June.
Ooh, it's been a minute.
Are you a doctor now?
No.
Okay, so
I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently,
Apparently,
it only lasts
you have
for
like
like a couple months.
A couple months.
Yeah.
All right.
Allegedly.
Because my mom thinks she's a doctor, because she knows everything. And then
Sounds like my mom.
She calls me. She's like, well, she thinks I'm a doctor. So anyway, so yeah.
My mom got like concoctions. She
Mom-
Haitian. She Haitian like a motherfucker. So she's like giving me like
Does she have-
concoctions.
does she have the internet?
Inhaling. Yeah, she got no, she does. But
Yeah,
she
my
just has
mom-
like concoctions and
My
stuff.
mom's a certified physician.
Oh, word.
Yeah. No, just from Facebook and Google.
Oh.
Yeah, she knows everything. My mom was a teacher like 20 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Now she's a physician.
Now she's
because of Google.
now she got the science.
Yeah, and then
stuff
she'll call me
locked down.
looking for
Yeah.
answers like I'm a fucking doctor.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
so yeah, I beat Corona.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
I'm good, man.
Real
I-
talk.
I
That's
couldn't be
some
better,
scary
dude.
shit.
I couldn't be better. Honestly, I mean, beside my back pain and everything, I couldn't be better. I'm happy. Like 2020.
Wait, back pain came from the Rona?
Motorcycle accidents.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like back in the day.
Okay.
Like I'm good, man. Like 2020 has been like such an eye-opening experience. I met some rad people. I weeded out some people. People
Right.
weeded out me. I financially, I was like, okay, I got to structure what I'm doing. You know, and I just like revamped some things, and it gave me time to like hang out with my son and fish and do nothing. Do you understand how awesome nothing feels? For me, so a chef that's been doing this nonstop his
Yeah.
whole life, to sit there and do nothing
It's pretty dope.
and just chill. It's
pretty dope.
I can't describe it.
I don't know. I'm a workaholic, so it's hard
to not
Okay, well, let's say
have
that something
going
came
on.
along and said you can't do that for 2 months. You would just be like,
for
all right.
2 months.
Yeah. Anyway, it was
No, real talk. I'd be really
Yeah.
upset. I'd be upset. But at the same time, if I could not do it,
you would be
and I was
like,
still getting that check coming through, shit.
we'll just
I'd be
know
like,
that your
"All right, bet."
know that your bills are paid. And
Fishing with my, imaginary boy all day
well,
long.
I have a boy,
You know what I'm saying?
and like fishing with him was like you can't put money on it. So it was just dope, man. Like 2020
No,
has
that's
been
dope,
fucked
though.
up for a lot of people, and for the people that lost people and all the like devastation that's happened and people
Yeah.
losing their jobs. Like, man, I've appreciated what 2020 has done to me internally and brought me and manifested some things in my life and brought me to some people that I normally wouldn't talk to. And,
Yeah.
just a lot of things have happened. So like, thank you for coming, bro.
Thank you.
Man, we got to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Drunken Chicken Diaries, I'm drunk.
I'm gonna say this though too. Like 2020 has been like this, the lockdowns and everything has been a blessing for me too. So I have to
It
say
makes
that too.
you prioritize.
I had to take everything. Like my show was at a actual studio, and I was forced to go home. But because of being home, it gave me an opportunity to actually like find more about the show, find myself, that kind of thing, and it's been an amazing thing.
It has,
So
man.
on a real tip,
Realness.
as much as I hate this year,
Yeah.
2020 has been a motherfucker.
It has.
But I feel like it's been for everybody. We can all find something positive about
Silver
it.
lining.
And I found that silver lining too.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure,
I'm saying? What are you doing for this? What are you doing for Christmas and New Year's Eve? Do you feel the holiday spirit right now?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. The holidays
Yeah.
are weird, man. Anyway,
Holidays are weird in general.
no. Now everything's
Okay.
just fucking weird. Everything's
It is weird.
weird. So nothing's normal.
Yeah.
But it'll come back one day.
Yeah, it
We'll
will.
create a new normal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Eventually.
that's
Anyway,
about
sorry.
it. That's all we got for now, and we're gonna come back. We probably got another fucking 5 hours to talk on the next episode. So, Drunken Chicken Diaries, episode
Damn.
1. We talked way longer than we expected.
Sorry.
Peace out.
Bye.